Multiplying matrices, there are two types of problems that you will see. The first one is called scalar multiplication. And a scalar is a number that you multiply the matrix by. So it's just taking one number times a matrix. It's not two matrices multiplied by each other. It's one number times a matrix. And so to do this, you multiply each element, so each number in the matrix, by the number that's on the outside. Basically, you're just kind of like distributing the number, the scalar. So, for example, on number 1, if it says 3G, so I'm taking 3 times matrix G. 3 and the matrix G and we just take the 3, all 4 numbers on the inside. So what is 3 times 5? 15. 3 times 2? 3. 27. And 3 times negative 4? 12. Good. Not bad. And you can just type that in the calculator as well. Negative 2J doing it. It would be a lot faster for me just to do it than to try to type it in the calculator, but you still can. Negative 2 is needed to, or not the numbers, the button to get to a matrix. Alpha, green button, zoom. Now I got to go up, change that to a 3, change to a 1, and go down to the OK. Change the dimensions in your matrix. But we get 4 and make sure that you write the correct dimensions. This is a 3 by 1. They should be so I want you to try number 3, 7L. Alright, so number 3, what are the dimensions of my answer, Xander? What are the dimensions? By 2, okay. Yeah, there we go. The numbers on the inside. Alright. Ashley, do you have the numbers on the inside? Perfect. Should be negative 70. There you go. Good job. Negative 70. 4 is a little bit harder because I've got 4 matrices together. So you're going to take H times negative, take L times 2, and then just add the 2 together. So I'm going to go because of room. I didn't leave you enough room, really. Negative 4H. So So I'm going to go ahead and just do negative 3 is negative 12. 4 times 1 is negative 4. And negative 4 times 10, negative 40. So that got me the negative 4h plus, what do I multiply next? So L is here. I'm going to multiply all of those numbers. 2 times negative 1, negative 2, negative 20. And then you can just add those two matrices together. You can do it in your calculator, or you can just add the numbers. Type that in your calculator and you get negative 4. Negative 4 plus 10, 6, positive 6. Negative 26. Negative 40 plus negative 20. Negative 60. Good. Yep. This whole problem in your calculator. Let's see. Negative 4. And then do alpha zoom. Two. Roll steps, maybe the calculator is faster. Remember, when you multiply matrices by each other, like you have two matrices, that's when it starts getting difficult. And I'm not going to show you how to do it by hand. In advance, we did. The math itself is not hard. It's lengthy. There's like a lot of steps. It's not as simple as just taking these two numbers and multiplying them. It's totally, actually the dimensions, it gets all wonky. All right. Number one, when you multiply matrices, what order that you put them in. It's not the same as just multiplying as 5 times 2, right? It work that way. And then the big rule, the big one that you have to know is that the number in the first matrix must match the number of rows there's a really easy way to test that. You don't have columns in the first, rows in the second. You don't have to remember that. What you do, we're going to write them side by side, and I'll show you. If A is a 2 by 3 matrix and B if they can be multiplied. You can't just multiply any two matrices you want. So let's see if we can multiply A times B. dimensions of matrix A and of matrix B, side by side. These middle numbers, and if they match, you can draw a smiley face. Do they match? You can actually do it. I can type an answer. Something else that's really cool is that just by this, I can tell what my answer, what the so my answer is going to be 2 by 3 matrix. The outside numbers tell me what my answer will be. So I can tell if it's even what size matrix I would get out. Okay? Because your dimensions have to do a 2 by 3 and a 2 by 3. Okay. Adding and subtracting, they have to be the same. Multiplying is B is a 3 by 3. Matrix A is a 2 by 3. No, these middle numbers. So I could do A times B, but I can't try to do it. The steps that you take doesn't work. Here, you will get an error, and it'll say invalid dimensions. It doesn't work. So I'm giving you some examples down here, and all we're going to do is see if it's possible the dimensions of my answer B. 5 G times H, and we're looking at these matrices at the top. What are the dimensions? 2 by 2. Yeah. Yes, they do. They're both 2s. Will be a what size matrix? 2 by 2. Number K.
1 by 3.
Clayton, what are the dimensions of M? Andrew? Nope. Kylie, is it going to work? Yes, it is. So, look at the outside numbers. By 1. It'll be a 1 by 1. If it's possible, the outside numbers as matrix you'll get. Okay. All right, number 7. 3 by 1. We have M. Patience. 3 by 1. Nope, these middle numbers. Now your instincts, based on what we did yesterday, would tell you, well, of course. It is not that simple. It doesn't work at all. Later, it would give you an error. All right. Ella. E by 1. And dimensions of K. And is it going to work? Braden, you awake? Goodness gracious, nobody's here. B, what size? It'll be a 3 by 3. I've given you some problems. Said you just get to type it in your calculator. Before you get started, you need to check. You'll just waste time if you don't check the typing it into the calculator and then you hit enter and you get an error. Okay, so this one's 2 by 3. Matrix is a 3 by 2. So is it going to work?
Yes.
Yep. What should I expect? I should expect it to by the calculator. Alpha zoom. So my first matrix, I need quickest type in the go keep hitting the right button. You don't have to go down and left or down and all. Then I need a 3 by 2. I promise this is a lot faster than doing the calculation. I got 12, 68, 8, and I need help typing it into the calculator. If you it's what the calculator calls like you used a minus sign instead of a negative, or maybe something like that is syntax. So when you look and see if that's the reason or if it says invalid dimensions. All right. 10, I have a 2 by 2. Yes, it is. You get negative 5, negative 29, negative 5. Good. All right, I want you to work on those last ones. Just practice. Alright, did you all get the same answers for 11 and 12? 13 you couldn't do. If you tried to type in an error. Yep, it says invalid dimensions or dimensions. What? Oh. Zero, -4, -42, 7.